Hello, welcome to the HR Diary. In this video, I will help you to get started with Minitab. These are the 6 topics that I will be covering in this video. First, I will explain what is Minitab. Then, I will show you how to sign up for Minitab. Briefly, to use Minitab, you need to first sign up for a Minitab account. And this is the website to sign up for Minitab. Next, I will show you how to activate your Minitab account. After you have signed up for Minitab, an email that has a link to activate your Minitab account will be sent to you. Follow the instructions in the email to activate your Minitab account. Next, I will show you how to download and install Minitab. After you have signed up for Minitab and activated your Minitab account, you can download Minitab from this website. After you have downloaded and installed your Minitab, I will show you how to open your Minitab software. Finally, I will give you an introduction to the Minitab user interface, which consists of the menu bar, toolbar, navigator pane, output pane, data pane, and status bar. I will also explain the various data types in Minitab and show you how to load Excel files in Minitab. Next, what is Minitab? Minitab is a data analytics software for statistical analysis, visualizations, predictive and improvement analytics to support data-driven decision making. Minitab is designed mainly for Six Sigma professionals, but Minitab is also useful for other professions for analytics and data visualization. Minitab makes statistical analysis very simple with just a few clicks. You can do some of this analysis using Microsoft Excel as well. But once you use Minitab, you will realize that things become very much simpler with Minitab. To use Minitab, you need to first sign up for a Minitab account. This is the link to sign up for Minitab. Click on Sign Up here. You will be brought to this screen, and Minitab will require you to enter some information such as your name, your email, your language preference, etc. Enter the information as required. When you have entered all the required fields, click on Create Your Account here. After you have signed up for a Minitab account, in a few minutes, an email that has a link to activate your Minitab account will be sent to you. Here's an example of the email from Minitab. Click on the link. After you click on the Minitab email link, it will redirect you to another page. This is what the page looks like. Fill in the required information and click on Activate Your Account here. After you have activated your Minitab account, you can download Minitab by going to this website. And this is what you will see in the screen. Select either try Minitab free for 30 days or download desktop app license required and click the download button. I will select the try Minitab free for 30 days and I click the download button. After I click the download button, you will be redirected to this page. Here, you need to complete this form below. So in this form, you need to fill in things like your name, email, etc. So all this information you need to fill in. And At the end, when you have finished filling in all the information, click the Submit button. After you submit the form, wait for an email from Minitab, and the email will have instructions on how to download Minitab. After you have downloaded Minitab, look for the Minitab setup file in your computer. This is what the Minitab setup file looks like. Double-click on it to open it. When you open the Minitab setup file, you will see the Minitab setup screen. This is what the Minitab setup screen looks like. Click on Next and follow the prompts to install it. To open your installed Minitab software, go to the Windows taskbar to search for it here. Let's type Minitab statistical software. When you type this, after you type this, you will see the Minitab statistical software appear here. Click on it to open it. When you open Minitab, this is the Minitab user interface that you will see. At the very top is the menu bar. Below the menu bar, this part is called the toolbar. Below the toolbar is the output pane. This is where your graphs and charts will appear. Below the output pane is the data pane. And at the very bottom is the status bar. To the left here is the navigator pane. This is what the actual Minitab user interface looks like. The toolbar here provides a quick link to the most frequently used things. This is the navigator pane. The navigator is used to track the story of your analysis. It contains the list of output and report titles in your project. When you click on them, it will show you the data or graph in the output pane here. This is the output pane. The output pane here is where you will see your output, such as graphs or table, after you run an analysis. This is the data pane. The data pane here looks like an Excel spreadsheet. It is the place where you enter your data. You can have multiple worksheets open in the data pane at the same time. However, Minitab uses the data in the active worksheet to run the analysis. If you want more worksheets, you can click on the plus symbol to add more worksheets. You can also delete the worksheets by right-clicking and selecting Delete Worksheet. In Minitab, the columns are denoted by C1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Rows are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. The first row here is not numbered. This row is for you to input the column header name. If you generate a graph without putting a column header name, Minitab will name your graph as C1 for those data that are in column C1. So if you put input H as the column header name before you generate the graph, Minitab will name your graph as H instead of C1. Naming your column lets you know what that graphs represent. The blue color bar at the bottom, at the very bottom, of the screen is the status bar. Here you see a minus and plus. So this is where you can zoom in and out the pane. So next, if you only want to show this output pane and you want to hide this data pane, click onto this. If you only want to show the data pane and hide this output pane, click this. If you want to show both the data pane and output pane, click this. So here you have the data pane and the output pane. You can change the relative size of the data pane and the output pane by dragging the divider of the output and data pane. To show or hide this navigator pane, you can click on this button. Minitab recognizes three types of data: numeric, text, and date. In an employee database, you may have employee name, age, and date join. Let's add some names in column C1 and call the header employee name. Employee name. All right, then I type John. Gwen, and Peter, and enter. If you notice, as soon as I hit enter, Minitab automatically recognizes this data as text. So if you notice, the C1 has a dash T. So T here means that this is a text type. Let's add some age data in column C2 and call the header age. So if I were to type 30 and hit enter, Minitab automatically recognize this data as numeric data. C2 doesn't have any dash, so it is numeric data. With numeric data, you can find average, standard deviation, maximum, minimum, medium, and etc. Now, let's add some date join data in column C3. So if I type 1st February 2020 and hit enter, Minitab automatically recognizes this data as date. Now, if you look at date join, Minitab has automatically added a dash D here. This means that this is a date field. So let me enter the other data and here. If you need to change from one data type to another data type, you can go to data and then change data type. Select the variable and choose the data type that you want. Many times, when you copy data from Excel to Minitab, the fields get mixed up. For example, if you have copied age data from Excel spreadsheet, this might come as text. So to change the age data from numeric to text, click on the age in this change data type and then click on select. For the choose type, which is currently automatic numeric, change it to text, then click OK. Now you see the age numbers have moved to left align. Anything that is text is left align. Anything that is number will be right align. If you need to do any calculation or run any statistics, you need to change that to numeric. To change age back to number, go to data, change data type, click on age in this change data type. All right, make sure the age is here. And then in choose type, select numeric. Then click OK. And you notice that the numbers is now right aligned. At the top here is the menu bar. In the file menu, you can save your work as a project or as a worksheet. When you save your work as a worksheet, all Minitab is doing is saving your current active worksheet. And their file name extension is .mtw Minitab worksheet. When you save your work as a project, the file extension is called MJP Minitab project. The difference between a project and a worksheet is that if you have 10 or even 20 worksheets here, you will save all the information in all the worksheets, including any outputs that you generated. You can open a new project or worksheet. So if I click on new worksheet, a new worksheet opens up here. So I can toggle between the worksheets. I can also delete the worksheet here, right? Now, you can take an Excel file and open it in Minitab. To do that, go to File, click on Open, and find where your file is located. So I put it at the desktop, right? Then click on it and open it. So if your data has column names like what I have here, I have the column names here: employee name, date of birth, age, date join, gender. You have to ensure that you tick the data has column names. Make sure that it is checked. Then click OK. So now you see that your Excel data is open in Minitab. So this is my data that was opened from Excel. So let's go to the next menu item. So under the Edit tab, you can do these items like clearing cells, delete, open, copy cells, cut cells, paste cells. And in the data menu, you can do your data pre-processing here. You can sort your data and you can change data type and all the various functions here. So in the there's the calculator, row statistics, column statistics. Right. The stats here, this is the real useful part where you can do a lot of analytics here. So under basic statistics, they can run for you the descriptive statistics. You can run a regression, various types of regression, logistic regression on the and the various types of regression, and all the other tools are all here. Cut regression, and next at the chart menu, you can generate all these types of chart from scatter plot, matrix plot, bubble plot. So many types of charts you can generate here. And there's the view button where you can show only the data pane or the output pane or both the data and output pane. In the help menu, That's where you can, if you want to know more about a particular topic, you can look for it there. And then in the assistant here, this is where you can learn about topics on all these topics like graphical analysis, capability analysis. And there's also the additional tool where you can download all these tools. All right, that's it. I hope that you found this video useful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the HR Diary channel.